The morning after Donald Trump's victory in presidential elections was uneasy for the president of Ukraine Petro Poroshenko and his inner circle. In fact, the administration of Ukrainian president was in panic, as they did everything to denigrate Donald Trump's image during the whole election campaign of the President of the United States. Poroshenko was almost sure that Hillary Clinton would win. In September 2016, he visited the USA and met with Clinton. He assured her of his complete loyalty during the meeting. Petro Poroshenko and his business partners didn't even regard a probability of Donald Trump's victory. The politicians close to Poroshenko did everything to smear Donald Trump. Poroshenko never criticized Trump in public, but other Ukrainian politicians and ministers did this by his order. In summer 2016, the Minister of Internal Affairs of Ukraine, Arsen Avakov, called Donald Trump a dangerous and shameless fringe on his Facebook page. He wrote in his post, "A shameless statement of the US presidential candidate Trump that Crimea could be recognized as Russian territory is a diagnosis of dangerous fringe, and he is dangerous for both Ukraine and the USA." Arsen Avakov added a cartoon to his post where Trump kisses Putin. The minister deleted this post on Facebook the morning after Trump won the elections. It caused public mockery on social networks and media. Avakov was accused of cowardice and hypocrisy. He had to get back this post on Facebook after that. The advisor of the Minister of Internal Affairs, Anton Hirashenko, Arsen Avakov's close friend, even threatened Trump with impeachment. He wrote in his blog, "If Trump crosses the line and violates a law, there will be an impeachment proceeding." Arseniy Yatsenyuk, the then Prime Minister of Ukraine, wrote during the presidential campaign in the USA the following: "The US presidential candidate challenges the values of free world, human order and international law. It couldn't be called ignorance. This is offense of ethic and human principles." Yatsenyuk openly blamed Donald Trump for absence of civilized principles. The President Poroshenko's political strategist, Vadim Denisenko, called Trump an idiot. He wrote on his Facebook, "Trump shoved himself off as a complete idiot who says anything in order to guess the crowd sentiment." Note that Denisenko always speaks the things the very President Poroshenko wants to say. The parliament deputy of Poroshenko's party, Serhiy Lyshenko, initiated and created a scandal around Trump's advisor Paul Manafort, stating about Manafort's corrupt relations with the escaped Ukrainian President Yanukovych. All this was done to discredit Donald Trump, and the President of Ukraine is behind all this. Poroshenko entered the office with the support of Democrat Barack Obama's administration. The Democrats closed their eyes to all crimes of Poroshenko and his partners. Having obtained power in Ukraine, Poroshenko was involved into corruption, racketeering, and asset grabbing. Having established several mafia groups, he was organizing problems for business and received money to leave the business alone. He took some businesses for himself in a lawless manner. Zhytomyr Confectionery Factory GL, that belongs to the citizen of the USA Ihor Boyko, was seized in this way. Poroshenko knew that Obama's administration closed their eyes to his offenses, and he hoped this would happen with Clinton. Ihor Boyko applied to the representatives of Obama's administrations a lot of times, but it brought no results. The appeals to Victoria Nuland, John Kerry, Joe Biden, and the US ambassador to Ukraine were ignored. Hillary Clinton covered up all crimes of Poroshenko and his team. Millions of dollars the USA allocated for Ukraine to carry out reforms were just stolen. Using this money, Poroshenko made financial contributions into Clinton's election campaign through the dummy social organizations. Petro Poroshenko always commits his crimes using others. He also conducted a dirty public relations campaign against the US presidential candidate Donald Trump using others. He was an initiator of all these offensive declarations made by the ministers and politicians. Poroshenko tries to establish relations with Donald Trump's administration now. Poroshenko spends corrupt millions of dollars for lobbyists to get the support of the new US president. But will Trump's administration forgive Poroshenko's meanness, grabbing, and insult?